For sure, save that. That is a funny photo. Schaffer Hoffer.
The shop hopper checked the Schaffer Hoffer, and it was hoffing hot.
Schaffer Hoffer. Hefeweizen Beer.
Jawohl.
That's what we're drinking today.
Oh, hey, bud.
Schaffer Hoffer. Hefeweizen grapefruit beer straight from Germany. These are like cute little orange cans. I didn't know what this was, but you discovered this at Disney World.
I knew about these before because I remember my parents loved them.
I mean, makes sense.
Yeah, but yes, I had this at Epcot in their Germany section, which was fan-fucking-tastic.
Well, Schaffer Hoffer.
Cheers,
Cheers. Cheers to being German. Dude, it's so good because it's a Hefeweizen grapefruit beer that has a slight German Hefeweizen taste, but then it's mostly like an enjoyable grapefruit.
Yeah,
because it kind of reminds me of like a Radler, like the Stiegel.
Kind of mixed with like Belgian,
but not as aggressive
style.
as the Stiegel. It has a nice blend, and I like it. It's a nice, easy, light drinker.
I wonder how strong it is.
Unfiltered Hefeweizen beer with grapefruit and natural flavor, colored with beta carotene.
Oh, 3.2%. That's why it's delicious.
Yikes, yeah. But it's delicious. Who cares?
Yeah, no, it's great.
So freaking good. Well, guess what? It's Wet-Timber.
Happy Moist Monday,
happy
everybody.
Moist Monday. How's everyone doing? Hello if you're watching us, and hello if you're listening to us. Because
Keep it
either
moist
way,
out there.
You can hear us. Unless you're one of those people that does captions on a podcast because you're deaf.
Oh.
I think like on YouTube, like if
you could do that.
On YouTube, you could do that. So you could still. So any of our deaf listeners.
Deaf audience,
Deaf
I would
audience.
say. Yeah. God.
Is that insensitive?
I don't know.
No, we're being exclusive.
Inclusive.
Our podcast is for everyone.
Yes.
I know we talk about
But
Chick-fil-A.
it's mostly for us.
Yeah, it's mostly for us, and I know we talk about Chick-fil-A a lot and how much we love it, but that doesn't mean anything. It means we love everyone.
Is that why the flag's up? Is that what you're going for?
No. I mean, I did go there, but I didn't realize we had the flag up today.
Yeah, no, it's a proud day in here.
A proud day. Is that the name of this episode?
I'm proudly pride.
What?
I'm pridefully proud.
I'm pridefully proud. No, I'm proudfully proud. Because if you're pridefully proud, that means you're just proud, but if you're pridefully pride, then means you're happy to be gay.
That's fair.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
Because pride has the other
It's
meaning.
the
Proud
verb.
doesn't have
It's
both
the
meanings.
verbiage.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's the same thing when you say like moist Monday. I don't know where I'm going with it.
I don't either.
No, but I'm just trying
You said the same thing, and I did not follow.
Just trying to call back that you're listening to the Moist Monday podcast. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. We appreciate all of you. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the Moist Monday podcast.
We are deep in this Wet-Timber vibe.
Dude, it feels so good.
Oh, it's great.
The whole vibe is back. The whole everything is back. We
We're
got
moist
video.
again.
We're moist. We got the fire going. We got the chainsaw. We got the flag out. And you decided to wear something a little creative today.
Yeah, it's a V-neck. I've never I only own just the one. I remember I got in high school because I needed a nicer shirt.
Oh, for like choir or something.
Something
Like a black V-neck or something.
Well, this is blue.
Well, yeah, that's the high school one?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I
okay.
got this for some reason.
Maybe for like a drama thing?
I worked at Walgreens, but they would make me wear a polo. I don't know. Maybe it was for a nice photo.
Family photo?
Maybe. And they were just I don't know, wear blue, but they didn't want a blue band tee. So I had to go with a blue V-neck.
Yeah, I've never seen you in a V-neck before, and I thought, that's an interesting choice to wear for a podcast.
Yeah, it's fine.
But I wouldn't wear it.
No, I mean, I won't wear it again.
I don't think I could pull off the blue V-neck.
Well, because now our Spotify and whatever else we're on, I'm sorry, but I don't even know all
I
the
only
audio
know
stuff.
I think Spotify airs our most, so.
Probably, because that's the only thing I listen to.
And that's the best, so.
But for anyone who's watching us on YouTube, now that we have a visual display, I wanted to look a little nicer for this.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you're listening on Spotify or anything else, Come over to YouTube. Check out Jacob's V-neck. Just even like the first part of it. You don't have to watch the whole thing. Just check out his V-neck. It looks really good.
I think so.
And that's why I was questioning his outfit, because he just looks normal today.
Yeah.
It's like it's weird to just see him. Yeah, it's just. Does it feel like heavy or like weird wearing it? It feels different.
It's a little tight because it's old, I think, but that's about it. I mean, like, other than that, it's generally a shirt. I don't know, like, what like wind would do to it, because there's now a sharp angle on my chest. I feel like that might pull it in a certain direction, because usually it's very round.
It is definitely.
Yeah.
It makes you look more muscular.
Oh, okay.
Makes your neck look really big.
Oh, that's
which
nice.
is cool, because I think it's in that V shape.
Yeah, because I have been skipping neck day lately. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that.
I mean, neck day.
It's embarrassing. I look like a fucking bobblehead out there.
Yeah, the only thing really that I've learned, and I don't know this from personal, I just know this from reading.
Yes.
My literature is going down on a lady.
Yeah.
Is really good for neck muscles.
That's fair. Do you think it actually is, or is that like tongue? Can you work out your tongue?
I think so. You can work out your tongue.
Because it is one big muscle.
And I think jaw and neck, it's all real. It's muscle. You're digging in there.
Yeah, you have jaw muscles for sure, and like that's how you like sharpen it.
I think neck, maybe it would definitely hurt the neck because of the angle of which you're laying. Because
Well,
you
it
usually lay
depends
on
on
your
the-
stomach.
It depends on where you're at for it.
Yeah, I guess sometimes like you could be on the floor and they could be on the bed, or they could be on the kitchen and like on an oven.
On the kitchen.
On the kitchen, like on the oven.
Yeah.
And you're
Jesus.
just. You ever done like counter sex?
Yeah, counter is different than oven sex. That shit's expensive.
Oven's the same height.
Yeah, I would definitely slide them over a foot so they're not on my oven,
Why?
because that's expensive.
That's one half of Icy Hot.
Yeah, ovens are expensive.
Yeah. Put it on a little preheat so it slowly gets hotter.
Warm it up.
Yeah, it slowly gets hotter throughout and then by the end you're on fire.
Yeah, I don't want that.
No, that sounds terrible. But I did bring a topic today, and I think this one would be fun to talk about, because it all depends on if you have. Because I'm going to put you on the spot for this question.
Okay.
So this is going to be a childhood growing up question.
Okay.
And I think this would be kind of fun to talk about. When you were growing up, and even if you got caught or anything, it still counts as a story.
Sure.
Did you ever try to hide or get away with hiding something from like your parents or from like adults when you were younger? Because I think I can think of two examples.
All right, give me one example so I can kind of like get a feel.
So the first example that I got, let's start with this one, because this one, both of them I've gotten away with, both of these examples.
Okay. Are
the-
your parents listeners? Are they friends of the pod?
I doubt it.
Okay.
I hope not. There's no way they would listen to this bullshit. They don't even watch the YouTube channel.
That's fair.
But that's about video games. But okay, speaking about video games, that's what the story's about.
Okay.
So when I was younger, I got a Game Boy Advance for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't allowed to leave the house with it because my parents didn't want me to lose it.
Sure.
So I took it to school, obviously.
Yeah.
And I would play it on the bus all the time because I used to take the bus to school. So one time, I play it in the morning on the bus,
Yep.
put it in my backpack, go to school, and then when I get back on the bus, open my backpack, it's gone.
Fuck. You lost it.
Somebody stole it.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
You think?
I'm pretty sure somebody stole it.
All right. And it was a Game Boy Advance?
It's a Game Boy
Which
Advance.
one is that?
The oval.
Oh, okay, so
That's
it's the wide
the
one.
Advance of the SP.
What?
Game Boy Advance is like
Okay.
the oval one.
Okay.
The Game Boy Advance SP is the one that opens.
Okay, because I had that at one point.
I used to have that as well.
Then what's the tall one? Game Boy Color.
Game Boy
Yeah.
Color, and then it was just Game Boy.
What did that look like?
It was the same thing. It was just gray. It was like the
Oh.
first one. It didn't have a lit up screen.
Okay, cool. Gotcha.
Yeah. But my parents, because I used to play it all the time.
Sure.
My parents, at one point, obviously they weren't seeing me play it. They go, "What happened to your Game Boy?"
Mm-hmm.
And my excuse was, "Oh, I took it to my dad's, like for the
Oh,
weekend,
that's fair.
and I forgot it. I'll grab it next time."
That's a good excuse. Did they remember?
They kept reminding me. So every
Oof,
time I would
yeah.
go, "Oh, I forgot the charger. It's dead." You
Yeah.
know, so I can't play it. And then they would call me sometimes, and my dad's would be like, "Make sure you don't forget your Game Boy."
Oh, so they knew you were lying at that point.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Or
They never called me out on it
weird.
because eventually they just quit.
They forgot to.
They forgot to, which was awesome, and they still don't know. I mean, obviously, since they called and asked, they probably did know I was lying,
Yeah.
but never got in trouble.
How much were those back in the day?
I don't know, probably $200.
Really?
It was the big gift,
That's always
for
wild.
Christmas.
'Cause,
I mean,
like,
it was dude, Game Boy and stuff was awesome back in the day.
See, I got one, and I remember I earned mine by being able to do like a certain like exercise enough.
What?
Like, my
Your
parents-
parents sound terrible. No, just kidding.
I mean,
know
they
your
I had
at this point, do they own like ferals and stuff? Is that why?
maybe, but it was like the idea, like I wasn't allowed to get. Well, they said I couldn't get a Nintendo 64 because I got that for like Christmas or my birthday. I think they said I couldn't get it until I wrote the alphabet correctly because I was a child. And I remember I fucked up on my J, so over the entire page I had a giant correct J. That's the start of my fucking name, and I fucked it up. I know it was J that
And you
I
didn't
fucked
even
up.
J is early in the alphabet, so you're not even close to getting to 64, buddy. You're not even close.
No,
Keep trying.
And like I had to do a certain thing to get a Game Boy, but I got that flippy one too. And I think it was I had to do something so I was allowed to buy it for myself. I
Oh,
think.
weird. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and like that's
Because the SP was the last version of it, because then it became the Nintendo DS.
right. Yeah, and I never got one
Because they took a little break on handhelds, and then
Because also my thing is I was never a huge fan of handheld games.
it is weird that they rebranded it.
Well, now like the fucking Switch is a handheld game.
Yeah, but like Game Boy,
Yeah.
and like that's so nostalgic for people from like the 80s and
Yeah,
90s.
why wasn't it like a Game Boy DS or something
Yeah,
like that?
it's
That is
they
interesting.
they literally quit doing handles and then they brought it back as Nintendo DS.
That is interesting.
What does the DS stand for?
I don't know. I assumed you would know.
I don't know. I don't know if it even stands for anything.
Weird.
And they got like the 3DS and the 2DS XL and
Like, why make a 2DS? It was already 2D.
yeah, I think the 3DS was bigger, so then they just made it the same size, but it didn't have the 3D in it, so it was cheaper.
Okay.
But also, who used the 3D?
Yeah, because that hurt your eyes because
Yeah.
it wasn't like glasses 3D.
It was just a switch. You would,
Yeah, and
I
it
would
just
do it
made it
occasionally, just
blurry.
be like, "Oh, cool," and then shut it off.
Yeah, I remember I got a cell phone that could film in 3D. It had 2 cameras in the back that you could like film with at
Whoa.
the same time. Fucking huge waste of money.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, because I
But it
could have
was
gotten
cool.
a much nicer phone for the same price.
Yeah, and you never used a 3D video.
No, because it hurt your eyes immediately.
It's because it's just adding more depth and shadows, I think, or
Well,
or
no,
it's like
it
it's
fi-
like different layers.
No,
or-
it did it with like the way like 3D film used to be filmed, where it was 2 angles at the same time.
Oh, and then it would just my
blur
god,
them together. Yeah,
which
it was
hurts your
horrible.
eyes. Every
Yeah.
edge is just blurry. Yeah, that sounds terrible. But I'm proud though that I got away with that
Kept that
lie.
secret?
So is there any secrets you
I
can?
can't think of anything big like that. I lied a lot about not grades, because I was good at school if I did school. I just didn't do a lot
You
of
just
school.
didn't do it.
And this was like in like elementary school when I had to take home like a folder, and it like said how much you did and how much you got done and like the grades
And they
all
probably had
that.
to sign it or something.
I think so.
Yeah.
And I just lied at all of those.
And
like
yeah.
I added my own markings and whatever, and then my parents signed it and I brought it back. That was weird how much
When
shit
the
you had.
teacher just why would email was a thing back then?
True. Yeah.
Why would they giving kids the responsibility of make
Care-
sure you give this to your
Yeah.
parents? Maybe just to build that
Yeah,
relationship.
Maybe
or,
not to test you, but to get you used to responsibility.
Yeah, and also, yeah, and then I think if you didn't do it, then they would call your parents.
Probably. I remember once. I can't remember what it was for though, but I had to get something signed by my parents because I was in trouble. And my dad has a super weird signature. It's like not his name. It's like D, and then like it's like kind of looks like a 2, and then like an X. Like it's like.
But is it a cool signature?
Yeah, and
But it just-
he also writes really weird because he writes in all caps and very round letters.
Really, everything he does. Whoa, that's weird.
Yeah, but my mom's signature was like a cursive, like actual signature. And I remember, so I was like, all right, I'll do my dad's. And like I did it, and I brought it in, and then she asked me to step outside with her like a day later.
Oh my god.
And she's like, did your dad sign this? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, did your dad sign this?
Yeah,
I'm
because
like,
this is D2X4WC.
And I'm like, well, because also my thought is like, she probably never saw his signature, so this just looks like a dumb thing
Yeah,
that a kid do,
did.
while it was actually pretty fucking accurate. And she's like, did he do it? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, okay, so it'd be fine if I called him and asked him how I did it. I'm like, he's busy. I mean, he works nights. I wouldn't call him. And it was just like, you did this, didn't you? And then I start crying.
You start crying.
Yeah.
That's when kids know they're in trouble. They just cry, and then
I was also such a bitch back. I would cry pretty easily, I think.
yeah, what was this, like 11th grade?
No, it was 6th grade. I do remember it was 6th grade. Yeah, and so that was a bummer.
So then, did she ever call your parents? Do you remember? Or it just ended with crying?
I think I had to write a paper about how I forged a signature, and that's bad, and then have my parents sign that.
Oh my god!
Which
and
is
then
just-
she gets it back, and she goes, It's the same signature?
Yeah. What are you going to do? Are you actually going to call him? I'm calling your bluff.
Yeah. Let's see you call him Mrs. Engelman.
No. That was like our 8th or
I was just
10th
making up
grade
a
teacher.
name. Is that our teacher?
In 10th? Or, yeah.
I never had her. So
yeah, she's
I was
at our
throwing
high
out a
school.
name of a teacher that I didn't know, so then I didn't get.
No, this was Mrs. Kling.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
She was my homeroom.
Yeah, she had. Yeah, me too. She had it out for me too.
I loved her.
I liked her because she called me on my shit. But also, I remember once I had a messy desk. She came over and tipped it over in front of the entire classroom.
Damn, 6th grade, Miss Kling.
Yeah, and this is like a desk where like it's not like a fold-up desk. It's like just an open.
Yeah, it's an open. Yeah.
You just put stuff in it, and like I've always been horrible about just like shoving shit
So
in.
you had
Like,
a
I
bunch
didn't
of
keep track.
crumpled papers. Yeah.
Yeah, and then she just tipped it over, and I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Well, now you have to clean it up." I'm like, "No, I don't.
Yeah,
you did this.
You made the mess.
Yeah, you did this."
Can you imagine being a 6th grade teacher?
No, I would argue with her. And I remember in front of a class, she was like, "Why do you think you always need to say the last word?" I'm like, "Because I'm right. Like I still do
Because
this."
I have an ego.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Because my name's Jacob. Duh.
But also, like, she went like beneath my level doing this. She tipped over a 12-year-old's desk.
Yeah, that's
to get him to clean it up.
That's insane.
That's wild.
She
So, like,
was she's kind of a loose cannon sometimes.
Yeah.
I remember 6th grade, a couple things from that year that were iconic.
Yes.
First one is I got in a very minor food fight.
Really?
Like like 6 people. And like
Still. That's when I
no,
would've been
like we're at the same table just sitting across from each other.
Oh, okay.
Like through one chicken bite.
Oh,
I think
okay.
maybe butter got in someone's hair. Like very minor.
Sure.
And it was like towards the end of the year, like if you were a good student, you had like that movie day.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, you could watch a shitty movie.
Yeah, but you didn't have to do school.
Sure.
Of course, it was right before that happened.
So you lost it.
After lunch, instead of going to watch a movie for the rest of the day, there was like 6 of us. We stood in the hallway while they started their movie.
Were they your friends?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. I can't remember who was all there, but yeah, I think it was the people.
Do you know any names there?
I don't remember.
Damn.
I wish I did.
Yeah.
But I just remember we had to stand in the hallway till she started the movie, so she could take us down to the lunchroom. This is at Fair Meadows.
Yeah.
And we had to clean the lunchroom for the afternoon with the janitors.
Holy
No joke.
shit.
No joke.
Did you make a mess at all?
No. It was all on the table. Like I was like, we were all like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like we were just being idiots. Like it wasn't like a legit food fight. It was
Yeah,
like,
because if I was that, I would then just do a terrible job at cleaning. So the janitors are like, "Can you get these kids out of here?"
Yeah, I literally-
because they didn't want to do that. They didn't want to hang out with you
no,
guys.
I literally just like pushed a mop back and forth across because it was
Sure,
on the
yeah.
gym floor.
Oh, okay.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Like old school lunchroom. I remember also doing a bunch of Boy Scout stuff in that lunchroom.
You
like
bring up Boy Scouts so much now that we did podcasting. I didn't even know you were a Boy Scout.
I was a Boy Scout.
And now it's every other episode.
Well, it's nostalgia, dude. We're talking about being a kid.
That's true.
That's most of my childhood. But then the other thing I remember from 6th grade, Mrs. Kling's class,
Yeah.
is that was the first realization in my entire life that I knew what boobs were.
Really?
Yeah. Because there was this girl that I was really good friends with. She ended up being like super popular.
Okay.
But I remember it was one day, because this is around puberty.
I know the day I
Yeah.
noticed boobs and liked it.
And you're like, what the fuck?
I was
like
probably like 6.
no, this is
I
like
have a
6th grade for me.
No, I have a story about it though.
But I remember because our desks were in like 5, so it was 2 people, and then one person,
Yeah.
like a header.
No, that's how you made friends.
Yeah, I remember she was at the header of one table.
'Cause that's how I fell in love with the girl. Is she was in my like little
She was in your little pod.
pocket. Yeah, pod.
So she was the header of one table, and I was at a different table on one of the
Oh.
side ones. So I was
Star-crossed lovers.
I was facing her direction, and I just remember.
Isn't it weird that some kids just weren't facing the teacher?
Yeah.
Some were just
they were
facing the back of the
sideway-
wall.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Like what the fuck?
But I remember she did like she was stretching her back, and like,
Yeah.
pushed her chest out,
Mhm.
and I just remember going,
Holy shit.
"What the fuck are those?"
Yeah.
Like, because I had been friends with her. Like I
Yeah.
used to walk home and stuff with her and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like all the time, and like
Oh, okay.
they didn't used to be there. Like I would have noticed, and I was just like, "Holy shit,
Isn't that a
I'm in
wild?
love with you."
Isn't that a wild thing for girls to like experience when they're like 12 and 13? Like
They just
my chest is growing.
yeah, just
like does it hurt?
yeah. That is a weird thing.
I've never heard of growing. Like I know I've heard of it hurting your back from weight, but I've never heard the actual like stretching skin hurting.
Yeah, that is weird because it literally comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, and it just
Yeah.
fat is growing in a chunk? And like, do they get really skinny when their boobs start to grow? Because
Because
like
of the skin.
no, because all the fat's going there.
Oh, I don't know, but I just remember
they're-
loving it.
Because they're genetic. So like boob size, I think is slightly genetic at least.
I would think so, yeah.
Like if you start,
We're two cis white males.
I know, but like that's why I'm curious.
about boobs.
No, so I'm gonna talk out loud, and
Yeah,
anyone who wants to,
the one female that listened to this podcast who sent us one email, you know who you are.
yes, please
Tell us about
email us at
Tell us your boob
moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com.
experience.
No, I'm just curious. Does it hurt when they start to grow? And also, I guess you wouldn't know this, but like by theory, if you ate a lot while they were starting to grow, and like if you ate a lot of fatty shit, could that add to your boob size?
I don't know. Boobs are weird.
Actually, I mean,
But
we could
I-
ask somebody right now.
Should we? Or should we go to jazz?
Let's go to Jazz and see.
What's your question?
All right. So, when you first, all right. Also, yes. Hello. Will this be before or after our power hour? Do you think? Okay, so then they would have met her. Okay.
Hey, what up? I'm Izzy.
Just a
I'm
second.
Jacob's girlfriend.
You wait till I introduce you.
This is my house, so Jacob can go fuck himself.
Oh, you all turn up her mic too.
Sorry.
Good. All right. So this is my girlfriend Isabel, who you've heard about on the podcast before. She will also be a part of us during the power hour for Wettember.
Nervous.
But okay, so I have questions when you first started getting boobs.
Boobs,
Yes. All right.
titties.
Yes, those. Both of them.
Okay.
How old were you when you started? do
So
you think?
I started my period when I was 12, which is technically when like the hormones started.
Okay.
The first time I like noticed my tits though, when it was when I had my first boyfriend. I was like probably 16 or 17.
Oh shit! Wait, you didn't notice you grew a chest before
Well,
that?
like I noticed it. Like I noticed that I was wearing bras, but like before then, it didn't really like mean anything to me because I was just like, oh shit! Like now I have to wear a sports bra instead of like not wearing anything. Like I was
Okay.
just wearing a t-shirt, and then my mom was like, okay, you have to wear a bra and a t-shirt now.
Okay. Do you know are boobs genetic, like size wise?
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I thought so.
I don't know though because like I have bigger titties than my mom does.
Okay.
I have the biggest tits out of like the girls of my family.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also, did it hurt when they started to grow? Because like,
Yes.
like the idea of stretching skin.
Yes. So I don't know, I guess specifically when I first started developing, I don't remember it specifically. But when I got the birth control implant in my arm,
Sure.
my titties grew 2 cup sizes, I think.
That sounds crazy.
It
Full
was like
cup
it went
sizes?
from a B to like a very high C.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And I noticed the pain of those, and I noticed that like there were stretch marks on my titties.
Okay.
Like there were noticeable like physical changes to my body because they grew very quickly. So I wouldn't be surprised if like the same thing happened when I was going through puberty. Yeah.
Okay, so that you do get growing pains in your chest.
I mean, yeah.
Also, do you think, because I feel like most people wouldn't know this, if when you started growing tits, since they're basically just fat,
Mm-hmm.
if you tanked your diet, went on a very hardcore fatty diet, could you get just big boobs from that, since that's where a lot of your body was going, do you think?
So
I think in the reverse play, like if you don't eat as much or you're anorexic, the reverse happens. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of proof of that.
I thought that's what you were gonna say.
Yeah.
Because like when you are anorexic, if you have like those kinds of binging, like losing weight, specifically eating disorders, it's going to eventually going to affect you in your chest area. They are fat. They are reservoirs of fat. But I mean, I think when you are first developing, like
Yeah, I'm just curious if you can like feel your developing.
if you're eating more, I don't think you can necessarily tell because like I have a very weird relationship with my body, as I think most girls do. But like when I feel particularly heavy, I don't think that like my titties feel any bigger. They like
Okay.
don't feel like more aggressive, I guess.
Sure.
But I've never been like, oh, like this is a particularly like bad day, the way that I feel about my body. not that being fat means that like you feel bad about your body, but there there have been times where I've been like, oh shit, like I feel bigger than I want to, but
Sure.
I haven't been like, oh shit, but like my titties look good. I've never had like that thought before.
Okay.
So, what did I come out here for?
Our Disney password.
What is it? Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
I'm sorry, was that it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Podcast starts over.
All right, informational corner.
Information. Yeah, that's Izzy's insides.
Insight.
Inside.
That is his insight.
When I said, I thought it was a great thing at first, but then when I said it out loud, I was like, that's
Ooh,
gross.
that's gross. Yeah.
Izzy's insight. Yeah, it's a lot better. So what's gonna be funny is this is gonna come up probably either before or after the power hour. I don't know scheduling wise, but I'm probably gonna reference it in the power hour.
Yes.
So it's gonna be if the power hour is coming out first, then Izzy's insight will be started there.
Canon. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but then now we're discovering it now for the first time.
no.
So then people are gonna be like,
So only the true fans will
they're
understand.
gonna be like, what the heck is going on? But can you think of anything
that I hid.
that you hid? I got one more.
I mean, I've told the story about lying to them about when I lost my virginity because they found a
Because
receipt.
the condom.
They were
And
no
the lube.
They found a
that's
receipt for
so
lube,
funny.
and I was like, "Oh no, we were just playing with it to be slippery."
To be, yeah,
It's fun to be slippery.
It's funny to be slippery. That's the name of a podcast episode.
Yeah, so that was like,
that's like episode 3.
I think that's like my biggest lie that I did that they still talk about. They're like because I remember Izzy and I were out to dinner one time and they brought up that and on the way home I was like, oh, by the way, I wasn't just a weird kid, I was having sex because I was also 18.
Dude, they know you.
No, well, they know I've had sex. Yes.
No, but they think you just bought lube. to be-
yes, no, because they brought that up months ago.
Oh, so they
Actively think that.
actually think you were being weird.
Yes. No, they would.
That makes it even funnier.
They have
I
told-
totally thought
they have told- no,
I
'cause
totally
that's what
thought it
it-
was just a bit now, but
No.
they knew you were lying.
No.
Oh my god, they thought you were doing.
They still think they think that.
Now that is the best.
That's wild.
because they keep bringing it up. That's so, and every time
Yeah.
you just gotta go with it.
No, they've told people that as a funny story. Like, yeah, he thought it was funny to put lube on. Like, oh, like, because I think what I said was like,
And you're like, you're 16 at
no,
this point.
I was 18.
You're-
I was 18 with a
18,
girlfriend, and
yeah.
they left for a week.
Yeah, and then now they're telling people, yeah, at 18 you thought it'd be funny to plus, and I bet everybody they tell that story to, they go,
You're an idiot.
pretty
You
sure
don't
it
know
is
your kid.
sex.
Yeah.
That is so funny they keep bringing that up.
Yeah, it's wild that they thought because when I first told them, I thought it was like we were aware I was lying to you, and
Let's
you
just
just
not-
didn't want to have
yeah,
this
let's just not
conversation.
talk about it. Move on.
And that's what I wanted it to be. But nope, they believed me, which is wild because my dad literally gives people lie detector tests. He interrogates people.
Yeah, but it's not like you shot somebody. They just found a receipt on the counter
Yeah.
So it's like-
That I use to easily shoot somebody.
with your semen. Come.
Sure is, bud.
I thought we could go down a lot of roads right now. And I thought of a really like fucked up joke based on what you said.
Okay.
On the loose term of shooting,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna say it,
Okay.
but I want to.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. It involves schools.
Jesus Christ.
That's why I said I'm not going to.
Because my mind, all right, so my joke mind went to, now my dad's shooting blanks, unlike Alec Baldwin.
That's a good one.
That's where my mind went. Because he has a vasectomy, as you hardcore listeners will know from last episode.
But all the people that have sex at school are school shooters.
Jesus Christ.
It's probably not a good.
Isn't that wild that happened?
It still happens.
Yeah, well, yeah, but like we're out of high school. No, not school
Oh,
shooters.
I was like, what? It
no,
happens all
Jesus
the time
Christ,
now.
no, not that.
It is wild that it happens.
Oh, yes, no, that
It is
is.
super wild.
Yes, that is insane and horrible.
Terrible.
No, I'm talking about kids fucking in high school.
Yeah, I never did it.
In a high school.
Yeah, I never did it in the high school, but
I
did
never
it
could.
in a church.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
way worse.
Jesus Christ.
Which was across the street from the high school.
Yep, across the street from across.
I think I was looking at a cross, probably in one of the rooms, probably in the purge.
That lowercase t really got you there?
Lowercase t turned into a uppercase D, baby.
Jesus.
Get it?
Yep.
for dick.
You ask me if I get it. I say yes, and then you explain it, and it's just the word dick.
But the funny thing is, you laugh at it, so I gotta. All right, I got one more example of a lie that I have gotten away with.
All right, and then after that, I have a question for you.
Should you ask it?
No, it'll be after because
Don't forget.
it'll be a big. No, I'll remember.
Okay, so this one, my parents were gone for like the night or the weekend. I can't remember. I was in high school at the time. My room was kind of a messy. You know, I had a lot of wires and shit everywhere and whatever. I was just hanging out my desk where my computer was,
I think I know what this is.
and I was messing around with a lighter.
Yep.
And I had a empties Arby's cup in my trash can
Sure.
because I had gotten like a shake or something a couple days
Nice.
earlier, and it was in my trash can. But it was like the straw and everything. And I was messing around with the lighter, and I was like, what would happen if I lit this cup on fire?
Aren't those thoughts the fucking worst?
And when you're a kid, I think 100% every dude listening will relate.
Yeah, of just
'Cause
like,
it's like,
what would that look like?
What would
on
happen
fire?
if I just lit this on fire in the exact situation I'm in right now?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to go outside to do it. I'm going to do it right here.
Yeah.
So I just lit the...
What would happen?
I was holding the cup when I did it.
Yeah.
I was holding the cup and then lit it on fire, and then it caught
Caught on
fire,
fire.
and then spread a little bit faster than I wanted it to. And I dropped it on my carpet,
Yeah.
and it burned my carpet, and I like stomped it out. And dude, it luckily landed in a circle around a ton of wires, like guitar wires.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
yeah,
So it could have been
could
way
have been
worse.
really bad. But I like put it out, stomped it out, freaked out because fire fucking everywhere. And then once the calm had settled down, the smoke had gone away, there was just a giant burn circle in the middle of my carpet in my bedroom. In the middle. So
Yeah.
like
a shared bedroom, by
I
the way.
can't hide that.
Not just your bedroom.
Yeah,
you
I
and
had
your
to
brothers.
yeah, I had to share a bedroom at this point.
How old was he at that point?
10 years younger than me. Yeah, so 6, 7. So I'm like, what the fuck do I do?
I love
can't
what you
just-
do.
I can't just like cover it. There's no way I can. It's burned. Like
Yeah.
this carpet is fucked. I don't know where I came up with this idea for.
Genius idea, though.
This is. I don't even know how I came up with this idea. Someone might have told me. YouTube, internet, maybe. I don't know. But I decided to go into my closet. So before I went into my closet, I cut the burn out of my carpet.
Yes.
So there's just a circle in my carpet that was cut out. I went into my closet.
What was under it? Was it like that soft padding that's
the
stapled
soft,
in?
Yeah, the
Okay.
soft padding. So I went into my closet with that burned circle, and then traced the outline of it and cut it out of the corner of my closet, which stuff was stacked on.
Yeah.
So it's like a ton of boxes.
Well,
so,
and like if it was the corner of the closet, you could have torn it up a little bit and like, oh shit, sorry. I guess when I moved this out, it ripped it up. Like that's.
I didn't even think about that. I just
like
thought
that's just something where you could write that off of.
because
Like,
it's in the corner of the closet. Doesn't
yeah,
matter.
like maybe it wasn't connected well or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck.
So then I took the corner of the circle I cut out. That's the exact same size. Put it in its place and then like ruffled it together.
Look perfect.
And it looked, I mean, if you knew it was there, you could see that light outline,
Kind
but
of.
barely.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my God.
you got away with it.
I
Yeah.
got away with it. And then, like, sometimes my mom would, like, vacuum my room.
Can you imagine just funk?
And it would never. And she would, like, vacuum, and I would be so scared. And
Yeah.
I would just go in there, and I knew where exactly it was, so I would see it every time when I walked in.
I knew where it was. Yeah.
And she never knew. And then when I moved out, my sister moved into my room.
Okay.
And started living in there because my brother got his own room because they all got.
Which is weird that he didn't get the room that he had lived in that entire time.
Well, we only had 3 bedrooms. There was 4 kids.
Yeah, but once you move out, you think he would stay where he was, and the sisters would separate.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah,
He just wanted.
the fuck?
I think he just wanted the other room.
Sure.
Whatever. So, but she moved in, and she didn't even know it was there.
Oh.
And I told her about it, and she was like, "Yeah, I did notice like a weird line in the carpet, but I didn't know what it was, so I just, you know."
Yeah, because why would you assume anything different?
Yeah, she was just like, "Oh, weird, something went wrong with the carpet." And then, this is a couple years after I move out, they hardwood the entire upstairs.
Nice.
So then literally someone comes in and rips up the carpet
Yeah.
and hardwoods it. Got away with it. They never fucking know.
That's a really good one.
And it's 100% gone now.
Yeah.
So it's like, and we don't live in that house anymore.
yeah.
So it's like,
and also you don't live at home anymore.
yeah. But I was like, Oh my god,
I'm trying to think of something good in that way that I got away with, but I can't.
that's probably the most.
That's a good one.
because it was so scary,
Yeah.
and they probably would have been so mad.
oh, for you burnt a hole in your car
and then
decided
cut
cut it
and
out.
then decided to cut it out.
Yeah, like you.
like I destroyed the flooring of my bedroom. Wow, that's one thing I'm kind of proud of. It's like an
That's a
illegal.
good
It's
one.
an illegal proud moment.
Because I can't think of anything like that. Because I wasn't a bad kid. Nor does that make you a bad
I
kid.
wasn't a bit.
No,
I mean,
you
I
were
was
just dumb.
I was fascinated with fire, dude. I used to do so much shit with fire when I was.
I
younger.
did a lot of shit with fire, but I don't think I ever caused Oh, I remember once, instead of cleaning, I had to clean like the kitchen counter, and I just was like, I found like a thing of like Febreze, and I was like, yeah, it's the same. So I just sprayed that, and there was a lit candle, and the whole thing just went, and then just went away. I was like, Jesus,
You were like,
fucking Christ, what was
oh,
that?
fuck.
Well, no, but like it didn't like stay on
No,
fire. It
yeah,
just went
just-
like, and then just like
Over the
teetered
whole-
out
over the whole counter?
Like probably like a quarter of it because I was just like spraying. It was just like, gee, oh my
It's so
god.
funny if it burned the counter and there was just burn. How the fuck did you burn a counter?
Well, it was a night. It was a like a marble like kind of
Yeah.
slab thing. I mean, you know what my parents'
Yeah.
island counter is. I just remember like that caught on fire once, and like it wasn't
Dude,
like it
that
wasn't
shit,
like high. It was just
when
like
you don't expect it and it goes whoop, you go, oh fuck, because that gets scary.
love
fast.
that noise.
So
It's such a good
I'm
noise.
still like satisfied and like fascinated with fire.
I'm obsessed with. I breathe fire. I eat
Dude,
fire.
It's
Yeah.
fire is so cool, and it's such like.
I mean, look at us right now.
And it's just like a natural, like common.
Well, it's probably
thing.
because I mean, you think of
We're
far as like
cavemen, yeah.
ancestral, like fire meant life. So why why wouldn't we be obsessed?
Yeah, because when
with
you're
that?
younger, you're kind of discovering it for the first time. So you kind of have those cavemen like mentalities where you're just like playing with a lighter and you're like, oh,
it's
what
when
can I
you
do with
like,
this?
You can
know?
create destruction because fire is destruction, but it's also literally life. So it's
Yeah.
like such a fascinating,
It's-
just the dichotomy of the two worlds, and you can create them for $2 at a gas station.
It's
And
so
if I
nice.
spent those $2, I could then blow up that gas station
Yeah,
if I want.
probably.
Literally, like I could very easily destroy a building.
because gasoline and
Yeah.
fire. And
yeah.
whatever.
Like you can do anything with fire, and most of us don't, and that's a beautiful thing.
Fire is beautiful.
Yeah,
I
for
love
sure.
Sitting, I love sitting by fire.
Yeah, it's like it was called like the red flower back in the day.
I
Like
guess
yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah, it's just beautiful.
But like pouring gas on like a fire pit and lighting it that way, just that noise is one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's like the suffocation of oxygen or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool that like fire needs like oxygen, fuel,
3 things, yeah,
and then like the more
and then the start or whatever.
and then like the more oxygen you have coming in a certain direction can control like that.
Yeah.
That's how you can control the flame and shit.
I mean, that's-
Or you can put it out.
Yeah, because
that's
when I
what's
was in
crazy.
welding, that's what they taught us too.
Yeah, with the oxygen tanks and stuff.
Started a lot of fires that way. God, that sucked.
Yeah, on accident probably.
Yeah, well,
because it's
'cause-
hot fucking metal, hot
And then
torches.
just like you wore tattered jeans. Like I remember during like a test, my leg catching fire. I'm like, I can't fuck up this weld.
yeah,
It wasn't like on fire, like it wasn't up my leg, but like it was like
It was it
the-
was like a little
yeah.
flame was burning.
the cuff of my leg was on fire.
And
So
you were just like,
I have to finish this weld.
and hopefully this doesn't spread.
Yep.
'Cause fire can spread quick.
Because I remember ooh, wait, this is something I didn't get away with, but it was a fascination with fire. I remember the first time I got in trouble with the police. It was for
Ooh,
fireworks. Yep.
At Crossroads.
Yes.
I think I remember the story. How
Our
it's
number
not
one
there.
listener will remember the story
was
as well.
there.
He was there.
And then so was Mr. Birdshit himself, probably.
yeah, little
Yeah.
bird shit face boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was there
bird shit
too.
face boy.
Who, when we were talking about TPing last episode, we TP'd a girl he liked once.
Yeah, that's a good way to show that you like her.
Yep, let's TP our fucking house.
And then her stepdad will break your nose.
Yeah, but that one, like, which it was part of the obsession with fire. But I remember I was deep in my emo phase. So I had giant shoes and tiny jeans and a shitty little beanie. And we were out shooting fireworks off. It was winter. Like, there was snow on the ground.
Damn, at like a school park.
Yes, which one of our friends lived right next to, and we were going to spend the night at his place. So we decided to play with fireworks because his dad was cool.
Yeah, his dad was super cool. I stayed the night at his place
Like,
once.
I didn't know that. Like, crazy cool. Like, weirdly cool.
He
Yeah.
just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, which is such a wild
So,
way to
I mean,
be.
super cool, but also maybe a shitty dad.
Not shitty dad, but a dad that kids will get in trouble with cops with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's like, Do whatever you want.
Yeah,
Give
so
a
we were
fuck.
out fucking around with fireworks, shooting them at each other, shooting them up in the air. I remember there was a circular tube. You could put a firework in there and see how much it spun.
Oh, that's cool. I had sex in that tube.
No shit.
Yep.
That's a weird tube to fuck in. You didn't even live around there.
It's a tube slide.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I helped blow up that tube at one point. But yeah, but then
What blow?
well, not blow,
Oh,
but
with fireworks,
explosion
yeah.
inside. Yeah.
Yeah, I exploded inside too.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding. I did not. Well,
you didn't finish.
hmm.
I feel like you didn't get much like back and forth in there.
She was laying down. I was on top of her, and my feet were, on, like, on the ground. So we were laying in it.
Oh, okay. That makes the static.
I think there was other things happening.
Sure, but still, I mean, those tube slides, you get so much fucking static.
What's that? I can think of is there's like a hip hop song that's like static, ecstatic, whatever. Move on. I can hear it in my head, but I can't.
I
Sing
can
it.
think of like the Static Shock theme song.
What's that?
The song itself, I don't know it, but
What's
like
Static Shock?
it was a cartoon, like Saturday morning cartoon show. Really cool superhero. He's also kind of like one of the first like mainstream, not like mainstream comic wise, but he got a TV show, black young teenager
That's
superhero.
Cool.
Yeah,
I've never heard of him.
he has had like I think CW made one about him, but I don't think they did a good job.
CW sucks.
Yeah.
Sorry, CW.
But the cartoon show was really good because he could like surf on, like he would take a metal grate, or not grate, but like a sewer head, sewer grate,
like the
whatever
turtle.
the fuck it,
the
yeah.
circle. Yeah.
Yeah, and he could like surf around on that because he could control electricity.
Oh, that's really cool.
He's a cool dude, yeah. But anyways,
Tangents.
yep. So we were, fucking around with fireworks. I think at this point we had like little like cherry bomb thing. We were throwing them at each other or playing like hot potato or whatever. I think I brought a pudding cup to put a firework in just to see what would happen.
Dude, I should do so much shit with fireworks just because I was like,
What would happen?
What would
Yeah,
happen?
yeah.
And it's always like
It exploded.
nothing. Yeah, it's just like, oh, what do you expect?
It made a mess, yeah. And then all of a sudden one just yells cops because
Oh,
one
shit.
pulled into that parking lot.
Yeah, they pull in with their lights off, probably.
Red and blue off, searchlight on.
Yeah.
Spot us. We take off sprinting.
Yeah, this is a big park, long.
Yes, because we were on opposite end of where his house was. Like,
So
probably
you ran
like,
straight towards his house?
Yeah, I would guess we were not like maybe close to half a mile from his house.
Yeah, it's a
I bet.
big park,
It was
yeah.
like a sprint for like.
Is there a fence?
I don't think so.
Or, no, it's just somebody's yard and then cross the street into it. Yeah.
It was
Yeah, I
yard,
remember.
street, maybe yard, street, his house, maybe.
Okay, yeah, I can't. Yeah, I just remember it was a couple.
Yeah, you ran through yards
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
there. So we just take off running, and all of a sudden you see another cop car over there. And so we like kind of like turn to the left, and like I don't know if the cop's chasing us or if they just like, oh fuck this, and pulled around.
I mean, they probably were scouting.
I think one was running behind us.
I wouldn't
feel
be
like you could
shocked. I
hear
wouldn't be
somebody.
shocked if someone, like some of them, got out of their cars on the other side of the park, and then that car came in to shine the lights, so then they would run towards you.
Maybe.
I wouldn't be shocked if they did that.
Yeah, I feel like the cop that first spotted us like was running behind us, and you could like hear them like on their walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
And like I was in, that's why I said I'm in like these giant shoes, like those not Osiris, but like them,
Yeah,
those
fucking huge,
shitty shoes. Yeah, I might have worked at Journeys at the time,
Probably.
and I had like just the skinniest jeans possible. So I'm a shit runner, anyways. And I'm falling behind, but I eventually catch up to them when they get into a yard. I think they go like a yard around the corner, and we're hiding.
Oh,
And you
hide.
see another fucking cop car.
Oh shit!
And then I think at that
Are
one
you
point,
freaking out?
yes, because I'd never
with
experienced
more
anything
than
like
one
this.
cop car is when shit.
There
gets-
was like 4.
Jesus
So like
Christ.
so there's probably like multiple cop cars. I think like there were 7 cops
Oh my
by the end
God,
of it.
yeah,
so
'cause-
slow night. I mean, we're also middle of West Des Moines.
in a winter. Yeah.
Yeah, in a nice neighborhood.
Jesus.
And so bird shit face guy, he was like, dude, we should just give ourselves up like we were bank robbers. Like
We
and
should turn ourselves in. Before
yeah,
they
so
catch
we
us.
like I vividly remember walking out with our hands up towards
Oh,
his-
you actually turn your. You actually did.
yeah, we just like give up and walk. We could have just laid low and they found us. It'd been the exact same thing. And
Yeah,
then so
well,
like
dude, I would never give myself up.
yeah, so I know I got in a car, but it's not like they took me to the station because we just went. I think we walked over to his house. I swear I was in a car at one point though.
And then just let you go.
Well, they talked to his dad, and his dad starts screaming at us, just like, "Where the fuck did you get them?" And I kept my mouth shut. and like he was berating us
Yeah, because the
about
cops and
Yeah.
he's a cool dad until the
then-
cops show up.
yeah, and then we have to call all of our parents and explain it.
Oh shit!
And
That's-
like I remember he talked to my parents, the dad, because then the cops left, and he could talk to my parents, and he was like, "You don't have to come pick him up. Like I don't want to ruin a good night." And my parents are furious
Yeah,
because my
exactly.
dad's a cop,
yeah,
and so I know my parents got there and they were not happy with his parents, where he was like, just kids.
yeah, and he was just fine. Yeah.
And they're so fucking mad. I got grounded for months. I remember.
Oops.
Yeah.
I remember one time.
So that was something I did not get away with.
Well, I remember one time. This is a cop related one where I did get away with it.
Okay.
This is in high school too. I remember I rode my bike to what's that baseball holiday park,
Yeah.
the baseball fields near
Yeah.
Valley Junction.
Yes.
And there's like a Hy-Vee on that corner.
That's grand area.
Yeah. So one of my friends, her and her twin sister lived in that area.
Okay.
So I went to go hang out with them, and we decided to go to Hy-Vee. You know, we're just walking around, and we decide, let's steal some stuff.
Ugh.
So we decided to steal one thing each
From a Hy-Vee.
from Hy-Vee.
You worked at Hy-Vee at that time.
Yeah, but I used to steal a lot when I was younger.
Did you steal from the one you worked at though?
I mean, I would stole on the clock.
Sure.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
I also bought alcohol
True.
when I was
For me.
yeah. But I remember we were like, we all picked one thing. It was like I think I took like a M&M peanut M&Ms,
Okay.
and they maybe it was just like candy pop.
Sure.
it
Something
was
to
like-
put in your pocket.
Yeah, but we were like, let's go in the bathroom, eat it, throw it away, and you know
That's so much work to do something stupid.
yeah. But we did that.
Yes.
They're two girls. They
Yep.
went to the bathroom, ate it, threw it away. I did the same thing, but I did it in the men's bathroom.
Yeah.
And then we decided to keep walking around Hy-Vee browsing
Okay.
like idiots.
Yes.
We then are in like the health market area of the Hy-Vee on
For
the
no fucking reason.
opposite side of the store
Yes.
from the bathrooms. We've been there in for a while, and eventually, some Hy-Vee employee comes up with the empty containers.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and goes, "Hey, can I talk to you three for a second?"
Yeah.
And he's only holding two things. He found the stuff in the women's. I think it maybe was a woman.
Okay.
Found the stuff in the women's bathroom. Didn't go in the men's bathroom. And they were like, "Did you steal this?" And they were like, they said yeah.
Yeah.
And they go, "Okay, you got to come with me to the back office. The cops are on their way." And then they go, "Did he do anything?" And I said, "No, I didn't." And then they go, "Did he?" Like they asked them,
Yeah.
Did he do anything?" And they, "Nope."
That's good for them.
They did not rat me out.
Good.
And then they were like, "Well, since you didn't do anything, you know." So then they literally went back to the back office. The cops came. They had to get in the back of a cop car, and the cops had to take them home.
Ugh.
And like, so they got in trouble with their parents.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
rode my
feel like-
bike.
I feel like cops have to hate doing that too.
Yeah, because
Cop listening, right in at moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com.
he knows the story. Because
Oh.
I rode my bike the fastest I've ever rode it home from Hy-Vee
Yeah.
to where we used to live. And I went straight to Josh's house.
Yeah.
And I was like freaking out because I was like, they're gonna rat me out once the cops show up or something. You know?
Oh, it's true.
Like I was like,
I didn't even think about like
because they had to sit down with
and
the
like
cop.
your dumb kid brain would go there. Like I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I
So
still
that's why I was
think
like, I gotta
that.
get the hell out of here as fast as I could.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I was like, can we just lay low in your basement? Like we went in like his basement and played like Halo. Or
He
something.
probably thought it was like cool to like hide out.
Yeah,
for a
and I
little
was like,
bit.
but I literally rode home so fast. I was
Yeah.
like, I gotta get the hell out of here. And then I saw them at school like on Monday, and they were like, yeah, our fucking dad got so mad at us, like we're
Yeah.
grounded. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. And they're like, yeah, stitches get bitches through it. Like,
Snitches get stitches. Jesus Christ.
something like that. And I was like, I was like the most scared I've ever been, but most relieved. Like that was freaky.
I bet.
Oh my God.
We haven't gotten to the question I thought about.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
Do you think that chainsaw could cut through my head right now?
With your V-neck? You think your V-neck will protect
I
it?
think my V-neck could protect me.
What are you saying right now? What? Tell me what you're saying right now.
Would you personally be willing to test my theory that my head is chainsaw proof currently in this V-neck?
I'm so scared. What if I kill you?
But like, it's gotta be. Right?
No.
No? You don't think so?
I don't think a V-neck is strong enough to protect from a chainsaw.
It protected against like old axes and shit like that.
Yeah, but this is a rotating blade, so if anything, it's going to catch one of the loops and pull it with you more into it.
Or just pull the V-neck off. You know what?
Are we going to...
We could call an expert.
Who's the expert?
The friend who gave me this.
Yeah, can we give him a call? Can we give him a call?
let's
Put
give
him on
him a call.
speaker. Ask him if this V-neck that he gave you will protect you from a chainsaw. I will say this chainsaw is battery powered.
Yeah, so it's a weaker chainsaw.
It's a Black & Decker. Oh my god, dude. Hopefully he answers.
Our first ever call in.
I'm so scared.
Oi.
Chase?
Duh.
Hey, bud, you're on with Moist Monday podcast.
Oh, sweet Christ.
All right, so
Pressure's on.
you remember that chainmail you gave me?
Yeah, the V-neck?
Yes, the chainmail hood.
Yes. Do you
Yes.
think it could protect me from a chainsaw?
From a chainsaw.
No.
I think it could.
Okay, so here's what I will say. It would protect you from getting cut by a chainsaw. It would still hurt you because the chainsaw would get caught up in the chain.
That's what I'm saying.
And it would, like, fucking squeeze your head, like, a lot.
Okay.
Because, yeah, like, I think you would be fine in terms of getting cut, but your fucking head would be
But
squeezed like a fucking, like an apple.
So it wouldn't be
Somebody
fun.
squeezing in- Yeah, no, it would not be fun. It would hurt
Okay.
a lot.
Okay.
So you're saying we shouldn't try it?
We shouldn't do this for an audio podcast, is what you're saying.
Absolutely. You're drinking.
You don't know that.
I damn well do. I listen, you son of a bitch. You guys are finally drinking again.
Oh, we got a friend of the pod.
We got a friend of the pod, finally. First on air.
Fucking daily listener, man.
Daily.
Daily.
No, I'm not joking because I have to fucking catch up because I didn't listen for a while.
Oh,
Oh, he took a break from us.
I get it.
I did take a break from you guys because I was so busy with work, but now I'm making it up. I do at least one every day.
Oh
Until I get
my-
caught up.
I don't recommend that.
Oh my, that sounds terrible.
Dude, some of them are shit.
Oh,
It's so good.
thank you so much for your expertise, but we will have you on soon in person.
I love both of you so dearly.
I love you,
you
bud.
too.
Okay. Have a fun Moist Monday.
All right, you too, bud. I love you.
Some of them are shit.
What a cavalcade of talent we have today.
I mean, yeah, two guests.
Yeah, Izzy's insights.
Izzy Insights and
And-
Chase's treasures.
Chase's chainmail.
Chase's treasures.
Chase's treasures.
Chase's treasures.
Chase's treasures.
Chase's treasures.
Some of our episodes are shit, but I hope this one is not.
Well, this one will get 2 more views.
Oh, guaranteed.
Because I guarantee Izzy will listen to this, at least until her part comes
Yeah,
on.
or she'll fast forward until we get into
Until
the titty
Izzy's,
talk.
Izzy's Insights.
Yeah, which you'll need to make a little.
Yeah, graphic. But,
Yeah.
but I accidentally type insides.
Ugh.
And then I cross it off on the screen and then insights over it.
Where are we at in time today?
Why? You done?
No, I'm just curious.
What do you got next?
I don't.
I don't got anything else.
No, my next was you cut you.
I'm not going to do that. Dude,
That was my
when you
next.
brought that up, I said, I'm not putting a chainsaw to your head.
But you're aware that I would have let you, right?
I know. I was trying to think of like ways to let's test the chainmail out first.
We have a hatchet.
No, like chainmail, like put the chainmail like on like a dummy.
Oh.
and then use
God,
the.
if only we had a dummy anywhere.
I know. If only.
Damn it.
Fuck. I think we're screwed.
Yeah.
Hank used to know a few back in college, but you know.
Yeah, he
they were-
outsmarted them.
Yeah, they were idiots and they dropped out. So that's what sucks. I'm so nervous even thinking about it. Just a fucking. Because I played a lot of Gears of War, dude.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you
you're
know
playing that chainsaw game now.
Yeah, and I just started today Lollipop Chainsaw on the 360, which is badass. And it cuts through people so easily. Obviously, it's a video game, but
I think I could take it.
this chainsaw is not as powerful.
No.
Like
For
like
sure.
a real rip chainsaw. Oh my god, those are scary as fuck.
Yeah, I mean,
because that's gasoline.
Have you started this one up?
It's just a button,
Yeah, do it.
right now?
Yeah. I'll take your mic. Watch out for the fox face that's on it, though. It's... if I just headbutted it. Pretty cool.
Is scary.
Is it?
Is it sharp?
I mean, it's got the teeth. I've only been cutting like apples and like shit with it.
What's scary is, like, when you cut an apple, does the apple explode?
No. It's pretty good at just taking the chunk out.
Oh, yeah, because weren't you working on an apple technique?
Yeah, what I would do is I'd take an apple, I'd cut about like half of it from the inside just with a knife, and I'd bite it, and then I'd take the chainsaw and gear it towards my mouth and cut the other half of it.
So the apple
and then
breaks
spit
in
out
your,
halves.
So the apple
Yeah.
breaks in your mouth.
Yep.
But the chainsaw's so close to your lips.
Yes, so you got like...
And you're using your peripherals to see how close it is.
Well, no, the issue is, the reason I've never done it live is because I've only done it with my camera facing me so I can see.
So you can watch it.
I've never gotten it with...
So you're not watching down here, you're watching the camera.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's scary.
So I need to figure out how to do that better, because I would love to do that live.
Oh, dude, that's scary as fuck.
Yes, which I need something new and scary for my
I think
act.
if that's what you add, that's worse
That's
than...
a lot.
That's
Yeah, no,
worse
that's-
than a center block. And
No, that's the worst thing I've ever done is cut a apple in half in my mouth.
But it's cool. If you do that, the whole crowd would go...
It's insane.
People would freak out. Do you think someone would vomit?
I'd hope so. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, I just found out that my last performance, I did get somebody to vomit, which has been a goal of mine.
Do you know what stunt you were doing?
Yes, and it was a stunt because I am very open to stapling myself,
Yeah.
which, like, that's a big freak show act, is you staple, or you let audience members staple money to you.
Yeah,
I've done it where I'll
it's
do,
a
like,
human tip
name
jar.
cards.
Yeah.
So me and my buddy, who you just heard, Chase, have done it because he is my partner in freak show.
In crime.
Kind of. I don't know how illegal freak show shit is. But anyways.
Has
so
he done any crimes?
what?
Has he done any crimes?
I don't think any real ones. We can ask him when he's on.
Yeah, we'll ask him.
But for this act, it was me, and then there's another drag performer, drag queen named Baby Girl in the area.
Best.
Yes. One of the
I'm in love with her.
Yeah, how much did you tip her? Like $50.
I think I
right?
gave her $50 once when I was really drunk.
And then you bought her 2 drinks later.
And she kept giving me eyes.
No, yeah, Baby Girl is hot as fuck. One of my favorite performers I've
And
ever.
she kept giving me eyes, and I was just so confused.
Yeah.
The entire time.
She's fucking hot.
She's super hot.
Yeah, but she also will staple money to herself, part of her act, which
is cool.
Which I'm super excited about, that other people are doing freak show shit. So, like, when I perform with her, usually I don't do stapling just because I like that to be her weird
yeah,
thing.
yes.
Like, that
So
there's
somebody
2
has.
crazy acts. And, like, because if I did that and more, I feel like it would diminish her doing that when, like, that's a lot to do anyway. She did it before I did, too.
Yeah.
So, at the beginning of the show, I asked her if she'd be comfortable. I brought a long thing of yarn. And we were also at her club, basically, because she runs a lot of shows.
Yeah, at the garden.
Yep. And so she was open to it. So what we did is we stapled the strings to our cheeks. So I did the first, I think, and I stapled it and then strung it out. She took the string and stapled it to her face, and we held a tug of war.
Jesus Christ. That would... I don't like that.
And she won because we both tugged, and my staple popped out. I still have the bloody string from it too.
Oh my God, yeah, 'cause it
I
gets
try
you-
to keep keepsakes from my big shows, and that was one of
Oh
them.
my... Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, and then that made an audience member throw up because also we were at just this gay club. Like we have like these 2 big gay nightclubs in Des Moines, and they have shows every night. So somebody was probably just coming to see a show.
Yeah, it was a Thursday night.
Yeah, and did not expect that, and they were in the
They were
bathroom
coming to see
throwing up,
a drag show, and then they just see 2 people ripping
mutilating each other. Yeah,
That is awesome.
I know, yeah.
Dude, I'm sure everyone was like, what the fuck?
And
Because
it
I've
was-
never seen anything like that.
No, and it was the first time I ever did that because I'm just trying to think of new shit because I want to get
that's
some
a good
weird
thing
stuff.
you could keep doing.
Yeah, I'd
Just
do
with
that.
different people. Or even with the same, because that's just so crazy to watch.
Yeah.
And it's also a game, too.
And then like I asked like, who do you think will win? And everyone said Baby Girl because they all knew her.
And they go, what's your name?
Yeah, and she won.
Damn. That's freaking... But somebody threw up.
Yeah, which makes me so happy.
That's-
I didn't find that out till yesterday,
In
and
Freak
the show was
Show-
like a month and a half ago.
In Freak Show, someone throwing up at your act is the equivalent of a standing ovation.
I mean, like, there's no more extreme than you can get. Like, the only bummer is that they made it to the bathroom. Like, it wasn't just like
Yeah,
just on
it
them.
just happens.
Jesus Christ!
And you go, what the hell? And then as the staple rips out and
Yeah.
goes into them.
Oh, that's what we could do for a Halloween special. We were talking about that. I could do a couple freak show shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have visual medium
we have
and like
video
yeah,
now.
and like we'll do our best to make it a good audio too.
I mean, we shotgun Kool-Aid on audio.
True. Yeah.
It'd just be fun to start doing weird shit like that because it's who cares.
I mean, I'm open for weird shit.
We do gotta. Now that we've realized it, we'd probably need to get another mic or two
I know because I do want to start bringing other people in
because
it's fun.
then we can all have a mic
Yeah, for sure.
instead of just what. But that has been this moist Monday. Hopefully,
It was a good one.
Hopefully, you guys are having a great freaking week. Great freaking Monday. Great freaking September.
Wet timber, baby.
Guys, by the time you hear this, it's almost October.
Spooky
Get
month.
ready for the spooky season, the scary season that freaks me out every month. Not a fan.
Every month.
Yeah.
Every month he
Every
just
month
remembers October.
I remember October and I go, God damn, we got 5
It's
more
coming.
months. Just gotta get through that till and then it's joyful again.
November, yes.
Yeah, but that's when Christmas music starts.
Do you like Christmas music?
Absolutely.
Really?
100%.
I did not think you would.
Why? You think I'm cynical?
No, I'm cynical. I think you just like your music more.
No, I love Christmas music.
Weird. 'Cause I
I
don't.
have a ton of. I have like 5 Nat King Cole albums on vinyl.
Okay, Nat King Cole Christmas music is different than Christmas music.
But I also listen to alternative Christmas music all the time.
I like alternative Christmas music. I'm talking about like the most
August
bullshit.
Burns Red Christmas album,
Very good.
favorite Christmas album. But I also listen to the Home Alone soundtrack all the time during Christmas.
Oh, I don't even know what that would be.
It's really good. John Williams. It's really good.
Oh, okay.
Plus,
That-
like Carol the Bells.
Yeah.
and, you know,
Dude, Carol of the Bells is badass.
that's the best Christmas song.
It's kind of spooky.
Don't.
It's a little spooky.
No.
It is.
Well, like Mannheim Steamroller Orchestra, whatever they're called. Their version of Carol the Bells is really cool.
Badass.
Dude, that song is so.
Okay, but do you want to talk about? All right, I have 2 of the. Wait, we don't need to talk about Christmas songs. I'll hold on to this about
Yeah.
the most bullshit songs ever.
We're gonna have a whole month of Christmas. So
Specials, yes.
yeah, which is gonna be fun. It'd be cool if we could get a little tree right here,
Oh, for sure.
just a little table tree.
Fuck yeah. No,
That'd
absolutely.
be
We'll
really
get a
cool.
moist tree, yeah.
Little stockings. Put stockings.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for
We could
Christmas
decorate
now.
it for October too. Put cobwebs.
I would
up.
like to do spooky. I mean, it's already kind of spooky. We literally have a fox face on a chainsaw. If you're not tuning into our video,
Yeah.
we are describing our
And
scenarios.
if you're from a part of the country that's not equal, this spooks you out too. I'm pointing to the gay flag. For those of you listening,
yeah, you got
I'm not
some for
saying-
everybody.
I'm not saying it's spooky for me, but for some people,
He's not saying it's spooky for him.
Yeah,
he is not.
I'm not saying that. I eat at Chick-fil-A. Wait,
Jesus.
not a good.
Damn it.
Wait, backtrack.
If you listen to last week's episode, I enjoy a finger in my ass.
Wait, I have 2 gay sisters.
You do.
So-
And with that, we leave you. That's
Yeah, with that, would leave me on a panic. Don't
Oh.
cancel me. No, just kidding. No one listens to this.
I'm just kidding, but I'd rather you didn't.
Yeah. But make sure you follow us on TikTok, follow us on Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube, like, comment, rate us 5 stars, do everything you
All
do
of those
for
are
podcasts.
Moist Monday podcast.
Yeah, Moist Monday Podcast at everything. Send us an email, moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you.
Tell us about your experiences in the same versions that we talked about
Yeah,
today.
tell us about if you've ever worn a V-neck before.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
Do you
Let
like
us-
them?
Let us know if a V-neck would save you from a chainsaw.
I
It
think
would-
so.
Well, it's hard to tell. I'm scared. But we'll leave you on that. Keep it moist out there, everyone.
All right.
See ya.
Love you, bud.
Love you too.